What was your relationship like with Gareth Southgate? Because obviously now he's England manager at time of recording. I mean, did you speak to him a lot? I mean, what was he like when you was a young player coming in and he was your captain, he was a skipper of the side? And
Gareth Southgate, around the club, not just with me, was Mr. Professional from the get-go. You know, he spoke correctly, he did things correctly. He didn't have any sort of outstanding qualities in terms of being a footballer other than his professionalism. You know, he was a great defender, he was a great header of the ball, he was a great passer, but all of those things. But that wasn't what he was there for. He brought it all together through his professionalism. He was somebody who you would look up to, who would set an example to the team. Perfect captain for Aston Villa. And not surprising to me now, seeing, you know, where he's taken that into management and obviously managing the full side, the England side now. The importance of Gareth Southgate was, yeah, again, he was the person that would speak to you in a way where there was an intensity in his voice. There was content. You know, it was what he said, not the way he said it. It was what he said. You know, he didn't shout as loud as the other people, but he said the right thing. And I remember playing against West Ham away. It's great that you asked me about him because it's coming back to me now. I think I took a hard challenge. He was losing 2-1. I took a hard challenge and I was on the floor. And I kid you not, I'm not scared to admit it now because I'm not in the game anymore. I wanted to get substituted. I wanted to just be taken off the pitch. It was too hard. You know, it was difficult. I wanted to get taken off the pitch. I didn't think we were going to win. I was quitting. Mentally, psychologically, I was quitting. And I remember when he shouted, Darius, get up. We need you. That's all that he said. And this air of responsibility came over me. I was thinking, gosh, my team needs me. I'm important. You know, and I remember I got up and I carried on and I carried and played on. And I'll never forget that moment. And now when I see players on the floor rolling around injured, I always say to myself, if it's on the footballs, get up, man. Just get up. You know what I mean? You're either injured or you're not. If you're not injured, then go and get substituted. But don't roll around pretending to be injured and trying to get all, you know, sympathy and all of that sort of stuff. Your team needs you. And that stuck with me. And I became we spoke about before, where did this competitive come from? I think it's things like this, you know, which only had to get said to me once, sort of amalgamated and became my competitive edge. I didn't like rolling around and showing defenders that they'd got the better of me or I was weak or I was hurt. And that was the start of it, Gareth, just telling me that the team needs me. I didn't know that I was needed. I always felt like I was an extra. You know, coming in as a youngster, I felt like I was, you know, a bit of sugar to sprinkle on this team. I got a bit of pace. Whereas he was saying, no, we need you. You know, you're important to the team. And I'll never forget that from Gareth Southgate. And when I get the chance, you know, to sit down with him, and I've had chances before, I'll remind him of that because that was important.